continue bringing you stories and what have you that we like to bring to you. So for you guys to just relax, get your mind off of the regular shit that's going out there.
Thank you for watching. 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 Thank you for watching us. We on the come up. Rookie Pete and me, your boy Blood is MVP. Often imitated, never duplicated. Two trans and misfits that you chill and kick with. Straight off the bar book, taking over Facebook. Peter be that right. I'm coming through like the left hook and put them on the ass and have them thinking, man, I just should've chilled, watch the show. Got myself some laugh. We're still taking calls, we're still dropping jaws. We owe that all to y'all, so give yourselves applause. So buckle up and let's get ready for more. Share this out and let your people know and watch the show.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
Peoples, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. 2022,
baby.
We're here.
2021 is officially in the books.
Happy New Year to you, Blunt.
Fuck out of here. 2021 is the worst year. Cheers, everybody. Happy New Year's.
Hey, shameless plug. Mio.
Well, since we shameless plug and shit, smear it off ice.
There we go. Oh man, I have one of those too.
Yeah. What's good,
What's going
people? Let's start this new year right, baby. To the misfits out there, that video is dedicated to you guys from day one who's been watching us from day one. We wanted to make a special thank you video for you guys. So I don't know how much longer we're going to play it, but maybe 1 or 2 more shows.
Hey, it was good, though. And
it was fun making it. Shout out to my homie Supreme.
That's right. For those of you who are like, who is that guy in that video?
It's my man. That's Supreme. Norman Black, Sheer, Marcy Project, baby. What? Nah.
All right. So,
and shout out, special shout out to Rhonda.
Nope.
Rhonda.
Try again. Try again.
Isn't it Rhonda?
No, man. Try again.
Robin. What did I put on there?
You did. You put it right. You fixed it. You fixed it on the video.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Robin, thank you, Robin, for helping with that video. Appreciate it.
And thank you for following.
Yes.
Thank you for following.
Yes.
Subscribing.
Came out nice. We had fun. Came out nice.
Let us know, guys. Let us know how you feel about it, because Blunt put, we put some work into that thing and it was fun. Well, Blunt put all of it. But anyway, okay. So we're gonna start it out right. Right?
Yes.
So we're gonna do a little something we've never done before. You know how we get these hats right here, right? We'll just start right now. We got the black one, and then Blunt's got with the red bill. I don't know if you got it around there with you, or you don't have it.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, I have one here in my bags here, my bag of tricks. Brand new, spanking new. You got the red ones. Okay, so folks, for those of you that are watching, we're going to give away 1, maybe 2 of these today. All right, so we're gonna have a little contest going on. So all you got to do is stay tuned and watch the show. And during the show, do we pop it up just to show real quick?
Well, let's create a pop-up one.
Create one? Okay. During the show, we're going to tell you the word after this. It's not going to be the one Blunt's about to throw on there.
Right.
But during the show, see that right there? You saw it? Saw it? It'll be on the screen for a few seconds.
Just like that.
Pop up.
It's going to disappear.
So once you see the word to pop up, you are to type in Misfit for Life. Okay? Once you type Misfit for Life in the comments, and we see it in the comments, the first one will get the first cap, and then you'll be able to let us know whether you want the black or the red. We'll get your information on our Gmail, and we'll send one out to you. And that's just for watching, just for being part of our show on our first show of the year.
So it should be one or two. We never know. Just keep your eyes open. You see the pop-up up there.
Now, we should tell them the word, though, because they might find. So the first word that you guys are going to be looking for is the obvious one, misfit.
Yes.
Okay. M-I-S-F-I-T, misfit. When you see that word pop up during our broadcast, make sure you're the first one to type in Misfit for Life. Once again, I'll show you guys Misfit for Life. That's what you're going to type on the comments. The moment you see the word Misfit pop up, and you'll be the first winner. Okay? We'll mention this again in a little while as we get more people that come on and watch our show live. We're live on Facebook, we're live on YouTube, and we're live on our sister page, Next Bus Please.
Correct.
A quick little thing for the Next Bus Please. Those of you who want to join the Next Bus Please page, you need to be a transit worker. And if you are a transit worker and you want to join, you must answer the questions and agree to the rules. We have a few people, I don't know if you're here watching, we have a few people that wanted to join and have not answered the questions. You'll stay in limbo until we just kick you out for not answering the question. You must answer the questions and agree to the rules in order to be pushed into our Next Bus Please page. Blunt, you was going to say something, I think.
Yeah, and that's just if you're a transit worker, you got to be a transit worker to be in Next Bus Please. But if you just want to be with us on Two Transit Misfits, anybody could join that page.
Everybody should
Yeah, everybody should be on that page now.
on Facebook. Next and
That or YouTube.
Yeah.
For YouTube, but
For YouTube.
You know what I mean?
Let's say what's up, real quick. We got Vic Tack. Hello to Vic
What
Tack.
up, Vic?
Rodney Prophet.
What up, Prophet?
And Miguel
Prophet
Aquino. Thanks for joining us.
I don't think Rodney works. He always on Facebook.
No, on Facebook. That's
What up,
because
Miguel?
he can't miss. He can't miss his favorite Transit Misfits show, bro. Hey.
Norm's in the building.
Who?
In the building. Norm.
All right.
Oh, and the newly elected Alexander Kip is in the building.
The man with the dictionary.
Yeah. My man, Alexander Kemp, Mr. Kemp.
All right.
The
So
philosopher.
we got a series of stories we're going to talk about. AirTags, eyedrops. Going to see some TikToks. We're even going to be talking about something with snitching.
It's an issue going on.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about what happened, but we're going to bring the scenario up because the conversation needs to be had.
So stay tuned to talk about that if you guys want to.
Conversation needs to be had, not to be confused with let's talk about it, right, Kemp? It's our shit. Join the conversation, bro. Your shit is on something else.
All right. Okay. So once again, the word you're going to be looking for is the word misfit. Once it pops up, make sure to type in quickly under the comments. Misfit for life, and you will get to win one of the caps that we have.
Fresh trucker hats,
The
baby.
red or the black.
Or the black.
Again, showing you the black, and then we got the same one in red. All right. So let's see how this goes. But let's start up with this danger that is coming up. It's been this past month. You guys know about AirTags, right? I mean, more than likely, anyone that has. Did we miss something?
You saying AirTags? I don't know.
Okay. No, I am not missing something. I'm just
because
it's this thing. Pop it up right there. AirTags,
okay. Mm-hmm.
Trackers. They got the trackers. This one is made by Apple. And there have been several instances where they've been used for, you're supposed to use it for, you could even put it on clothing,
purses,
on your on a keychain for your keys. If you lose your keys, maybe put it in your bag,
your car,
right? But they've been used for other things. They've been used to steal cars. They've been used for trafficking now, coming after women. They've been used a number of things. What was it? See, I had a list of things, but it's a danger, folks. And if you have Apple, if you have an iPhone, then you will pretty much know when you have them. Because I've always been thinking about this. Because what if somebody puts it like in your car? You have an angry wife, an angry husband. They buy one of those things. They're like $29.
mm-hmm.
And they could track you. You could be tracked anywhere. But see, if you have an iPhone. This is funny that I just remember talking about this. Like a couple of weeks ago on my phone, I get this message that said someone with what are the ones for the ear?
Earbuds?
The AirPods. Someone with the AirPods could track you. It could track your location. So I'm looking, it's like premium, something AirPod premiums. And like nobody has AirPod premiums in the house. So I'm here in the house seeing that. So I'm looking at the phone, and there actually is a button you could push to pin it, and it'll make a little sound so you could find it. Or there's another one will track it. Like you walk around the house, and the buzz will get bigger and bigger until it finds you. Okay, sorry, I was getting a text. So anyway. So I'm thinking like nobody upstairs. My daughter has the those AirPods, but they're not the supreme ones, the premium, whatever they're called, premium. And they're like the second ones that came out. So I'm like, who else could have them? So my brother-in-law was downstairs. I think he has those things. So let me see. So I go downstairs. I put the thing to bang it. I'm walking downstairs. It starts getting closer to what my in-laws where they're living downstairs. So I knock on the door and I call them and say, "Yo, do you have, the premium thing?" They go, "Yeah." I go, why are you, checking up on me? What's up with that? I go, what are you talking about?
Stalking me.
Yeah,
What's going
stalking me.
on, man?
He go, what are you talking about? I go, so I push the thing and it comes up to his and it starts to beat. I said, he's right here. He goes, yo, what? Were you tracking me, Pete? I go, no. It connected because that actually finds it. It's something they put out new, I think, since this story came out. So when there's something close by, it'll pick it up and it'll let you know that your phone is picking up said thing, any of those Apple products. So it's a good thing. So let's say from my card, I could see that anybody that has an iPhone will see it. There was a woman, I believe it was in Atlanta, who wound up finding something in her car. She went to work and she was seeing that on her phone. Nobody knew what it was. They found it under the wheel well of her car. And what it does is when you look on the phone, it actually sees the whole tracking, like a line and little red dots are tracking everywhere you've been. It shows it up on your phone. So, ladies, if you have children, it's something to be careful. If you have iPhone, like I said before, the newer iPhones, I think it's from the 6 Plus up, has already that built in where your phone will let you know that you're being tracked by any of those items, especially that tracker. If you have an Android, fear not. There is an app. It's called Tracker Detect. It's called Tracker Detect. You could download that if you have Android, and it will do the same thing. It will let you know when it picks up a tracker. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to have. Especially if you have children, your wives. It's just like a safe thing. There you go. Technology, something great to help you track items that you may have lost. Like right now, me and my keys. I got this thing that was given for my Christmas. It's called Key Smart, and it's got a light, right? Got a little flashlight on it, and if I lose my keys, I just click on my phone, and this starts beeping, so I can find my keys.
That looks like Ralph Crandon's Chef of the Future thing.
Chef of the Future.
Can you cord
Can it
Apple?
cord Apple? Yes, it can cord Apple. Yeah, so that's something strange, but it's happening. Women have been getting tracked.
Yeah, says Alexander says they're dropping these in women's purses and at bars and following them home. Yep.
Yeah. So it don't take, it's technology that's being used.
It's a double-edged sword there.
Yeah. So Apple has turned around and did that so that people could know when something is close to them.
That's why it's always important for you to know more than one way home. You should never take the same route home every day.
You know who used to say that to me? Rest in peace. My father.
Yeah.
Who in PR. He said that when he was younger, he always took a different route because he was always getting into fights and stuff. So he would always go a different route from school to the house. Never use the same one. Also said to me that your cologne, you want to change your cologne once in a while because there's people that, you go to places, walk by places, and they know you've been there. They smell your cologne. So, yeah. So AirTags, it's not as safe as you think, guys.
Right. It's a double-edged sword on that one. So women are going to be checking now. Fellas.
Yeah. Watch women when they go into the bars. They're going to be checking everything, turning on the phone. But again, if you have Android, look out for that on Android app. I read it's called Tracker Detect.
Cool.
They probably have a couple of them on there for Android.
Yeah,
but make sure that it detects any tracker, including these AirTags from Apple, which are right now the easiest ones to get. You could get like a bundle, like 4 of them, for under $100 or $29 a piece. And you saw how small they are. It's like a quarter size. And it stays up to 4 days. So they could actually track you. If they throw it on you or your car, they could track your car for 4 days before the battery dies. So let's say they're trying to get your car, they could follow you for those 4 days to see where you go, if you go to work or go to school. It's scary, folks. All right. So take heed of this information we're giving you, because it's definitely could be a lifesaver.
Does it track the vaccine? I'm just I'm curious.
It's coming.
You got the Johnson & Johnson.
Imagine that would be something they could do. They could put it up to your arm and tell you which one you got.
Tell you which one you got.
Because it picks up the metal that's on your arm. You know that magnets get
snatches
attached
the phone out your hands. Oh shit! You got the dirty. You got the strong stuff. Give my phone back.
Okay.
Oh man, I just thought about that. What happened to the doctor?
Doctor, how?
He's still sick?
Yeah, I guess he's not ready. He's still doing TikToks though. But hey, doctors are busy, so we were hoping to have the doctor in to begin the year. Maybe I'm not even going to say maybe. I said we'll see when we get him.
Yeah,
but
when he's free.
When he's free, we'll have a doctor come in. Maybe have more information. Maybe there'll be a new variant too. He could talk to you guys about
the Omicron and the Hemu.
Yes, some other shit.
New shit. Yeah,
The new shit dropping now, bro. The new shit dropping.
Should be another one by the time he come on.
The what?
Should be another one by the time he comes on. Be a new variant.
More than likely, right?
Yeah.
Blunt, we have a story from New Zealand.
Yeah, this one is for the ladies out there. Ladies, big up to the ladies. Guys making big moves out there. We have a anchor who works in New Zealand. And she actually works like the major sporting broadcasting on in a major news network in New Zealand, and she actually made history today. Well, not today, but this year. Was it this year? January 4th, updated January 4th. But she just made history as the first person to publicly wear a face tattoo while broadcasting the news. Her name.
Face tattoo.
A face tattoo.
So like Mike Tyson kind of face tattoo.
Well, this one is more of a ancestral thing. New Zealand, Oriini Kapia, I think that's how you say it.
Kaipara, it looks like.
Kaipara.
So
it was the first person with a face tattoo to host primetime news. A New Zealand newsreader made history of being the first anchor of primetime news show to wear a face tattoo. And this is what she looks like. First person, not only the fact that she's a female, but she's the first. Damn, I see you come up with my thing. And that's how she looks with her face tattoo. It's called what's it called? A Maori. A Maori. And it's a cultural thing that they wear. And it has her family history is told through the tattoo. And the women wear that Maori.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a whole big thing. It's really nice that the fact that New Zealand actually allowed that to happen.
I don't know if that would fly out here.
Right. It shows you how far we really need to go, because I think that's actually beautiful that she's actually to represent her people and her heritage,
culture,
and still do the news and not be affected by her quote. She has a quote there. Where is it? Where she says, "I'm very much aware that I'm the first with the moko kayu. I'll be choppy shit, y'all.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not even gonna try that either.
The moko kayu to anchor a 6:00 primetime news bulletin. This is always at the back of my mind. Every step I make is like breaking through a glass ceiling. It's breaking new ground for us as a Maori. Sorry if I messed that up. But also for people of color, whether you got a Moko Caillou or not, she expressed stuff reporting.
Stuff report. I think that's
I think that's the editorial
the editorial stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's coming from.
But I'm gonna post a link so you guys can actually look at the video and see what she says in person in the comments. It's actually a beautiful story, and I just wanted to bring that up because it's a woman's issue. You know, I think that's a good step in the right direction of how this future of the world should be. So shout out to her for that. And it's in the comments.
There's the link. Cool.
What up, Rob?
That is
Rob in the building.
Look, I wonder if just to look the other way. Do you see that as attractive to you? Would you think that's attractive with the woman with that there?
Well, the face tattoo itself is actually really pretty.
Yeah.
It actually is really pretty. It's not too distracting. When you first look at it, what's what? And then when you look at it, the design is actually really pretty. It doesn't help. It doesn't hurt that she's also pretty herself. But
yeah.
Then when you find out it actually has meaning, which from our era, when you got a tattoo, it usually meant something. It wasn't just to body art. Mm-hmm. That actually means something. That has a cultural tie, heritage tied to it. So it makes it more important to actually wear that, and then to have it prominent right there. And then not just that, to be seen all over the world with it. You in a position where the whole world can see it. So you actually sharing your culture throughout the. I never heard of Mari. I didn't even know what that was. I thought it was when I first saw it, I'm like, what is that? And when I started reading, I thought, oh, this is actually pretty cool.
When you mentioned it to me, I thought it was a character from Star Wars.
When you just said the word. It might be now. I probably missing the name, but it is what it is. Maori. And I think as a country, as our country, we need to look at that and learn off of that. We need, like, we had the issue in transit where you couldn't even wear a turban. Like, if that's part of your heritage, that's part of your heritage. It has nothing to do with your job. So I just thought that was an interesting story. Shout out to the ladies. Big up to the ladies.
Shout out to New Zealand.
Keep making the strides that you're making. Is only going to make the world a better place.
And with that,
we move on.
Check us out.
DJ AB Hip Hop Productions.
This a banger right here. Put your headphones on. Turn the volume up. Your boy Blunt. It's definitely a banger, son. This shorty looking real good. Alright. Come here, let me kick it to your girl. Alright. Once I get this liquid courage on me, I'ma shake it off with the shimmy and with the gimme till I got you. I'ma smack that ass. Blacka, blacka. Damn, you's a goddess, descending from the heavens. Oh nah, don't be modest, girl, you got my full attention. Hope your beauty's no deception. True confessions in this motherfucker. That's a damn sucker. I got you, boy, I'm in my feelings. When sucker fall out your ass, committed crimes, that's including killings. I'm not ashamed to admit it, you dope, so don't forget it. I hope it don't come back just to bite me. An episode slight, hey, you did your damn thing. Your boy Blunt, Shang-Chi with the 10 rings. Don't underestimate, baby, it's on. I wanna get in it raw, but it's the end of the song. Come on, man.
Nice.
Shout out to AB for the production on that.
Tell us where that came from, Blunt, because not everybody.
TikTok, man. That's on TikTok, man. I have a TikTok account that's separate from my main account. It's called your boy Blunt Bars, where I follow a lot of different producers who put beats on there. If you're on TikTok, there's producers who they just put beats on there, and other guys who rhyme like myself and other people, they grab them and they just they do a joint to them. AB happened to send me that, and I blessed him with the lyrics, and I got a lot in the stash. So if you want, go check me out there. Your boy Blunt Bars,
sure, man.
On TikTok. But yeah, that's my hobby. That's what I do.
That needs to be longer though, bro. That needs to be longer.
But that's how TikTok's on.
I know. Well, we're supposed to be getting 5 minutes.
Now. I got 3 minutes right now.
3, yeah, but it's coming up to 5 soon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a lot of work though. Those little
all right,
mini
but
videos.
so you gotta throw some bars there. 3 minutes. Come on, blunt. Let's go. Let's go.
It's gonna happen. I got a lot in the queue right now.
All right, all right. So,
I don't know if if you saw that word pop up, but that's another word for a hunt. You got to go back and look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Type it in the comments.
What was it gonna say? What was next? Yeah, check this out, guys. You guys have anybody that suffers from nearsightedness? What's that? When you can't see, when you like reading glasses. If you need reading glasses, right? Your vision. There's these drops that are FDA approved, and I don't know if Blood is looking, but I'm looking too. They're called Vuiti. Oh, all right, Vuiti. And these drops, it'd be nice if I go to my
Vuiti.
Yes, it is a new FDA-approved eye drop medicine that could replace reading glasses for millions of Americans who have age-related blurry vision. All right, and supposedly you put these 2 drops in your eyes, and it's like within 15 seconds, within 15 minutes, like if you have a problem where you have to like focus real close to read something, it fixes it, and it lasts 6 to 10 hours. It's not, it's not a cure-all.
Not permanent.
Not permanent, but it's a start. If you man a drop that could fix your eyesight. So it says 1 drop improves short range vision, seeing as little as 15 minutes, lasted 6 hours on average. Vuiti. And it's already out. It's FDA approved. Okay, it's FDA approved already, folks. Right?
We're gonna have to read the studies on that.
Yeah.
What's the side effects?
Well, I think the side effects say headaches. It's been on already since October. They've been using. It was already approved. It affects people age 40 and over. So it's a condition called presbyopia. So, especially if you have presbyopia and use those drops, people 40 and over, it uses the eye's natural ability to reduce its pupil size. So reducing the pupil size expands the depth of field or the depth of focus, and that allows you to focus at different ranges naturally. This is also here for people who use the drops. It may be hard to adjust their focus between the objects at first. During the clinical trial, the drops had mild side effects such as headaches and red eyes. They anticipate they will be tolerated well and long term, and it's going to be evaluated and studied in a formal capacity.
So they're still studying it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
This progressive eye condition affects more than 128 million Americans. They had in clinical trials that tested 750 participants who had presbyopia. So it says the drops work best for ages 40 to 55, and right now is not covered by insurance.
Of course not. Why should it be? You got to make money. That's technology, man. Technology.
It is. Depending on like what you do, that maybe you could use them, during work or something like that.
Now, if they could, it seems like they can even go as far as having it a permanent thing. I don't know if that's what they want to do, but I mean they have the means of doing it.
Or maybe it will expand more than 6 hours. Maybe you could go a whole day.
Like once a month, you drop it in tutu. Once a month.
Oh, science, man!
Science. I think they'll start with once a year first before they go to once a month. They want to make money.
They want to make
once a year. They gotta buy that.
They be thinking like Blunt. It's all about the money.
It's all about the cash, baby.
All about the cash.
Yeah, so what you got next? What's after that?
It didn't jump on there yet, right?
What?
Hasn't. Okay. Well, it was something we started doing last year. We were doing last year in the beginning. Now we're going to do it now. So how about we do some birthdays?
Okay.
You ready to do some birthday shout outs?
Yeah. Let's do it. Ready?
Let's do it.
To be paid.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. We go fucking start your birthday. Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Go home, it's your birthday. Go it's your birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. We go fucking start your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
Oops. What happened?
I know.
I guess I should have been already doing it. Can we get it restarted?
And
Can
be
you lower it?
paid.
Happy birthday.
Here we go. Happy birthday. Celebrating. We got Lisa Cutie.
Happy birthday, Lisa.
Birthday.
You
A
watching.
misfit also. A misfit.
Happy
We got
birthday.
Norman Rodriguez. Celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Who else we
Norm.
got? Vincent Ferrante Jr. Happy birthday to you, sir.
Happy birthday.
And Kelly Green. Kelly Green celebrating this week's birthday. Folks, those are the birthdays for this week. Their first birthday shout outs of the year. Remember that if you want to get a shout out on our show, all you got to do is send us an email to twotransit.misfits@gmail.com, and we will make sure to give you that shout out. All right.
So on the flip side, when we come back, what we gonna jump into? Because we almost done.
Yeah, we go into it.
We go into
The snitching.
the snitching. So when we come back from this, on the flip side, we're gonna discuss the little situation about snitching. Is it snitching? Is it not snitching? What would you do? Stay tuned, folks, when we come back.
In a world where stress is at an all-time high, where politics and disease have taken over the headlines, Brooklyn Pete and your boy Blunt present to you the original talk and live entertainment show for transit workers worldwide. Two Transit Misfits. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified.
Yeah. Go hit the bell, subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Don't forget, folks,
Two
help us
Transit
grow a YouTube channel.
Yeah. So
You haven't,
snitching.
have you?
No. What do you mean, snitch?
No.
Subscribe?
No.
Do I have what?
Oh, we talked about it at the beginning. So anyway,
So why are we talking about this? Why today out of all days are we talking about snitching? What does that have to do with anything? Well, we had a situation where something came up where it's being called snitching, but the situation itself is a lot more to it than what is being presented at face value. So we're just going to present the situation without naming anybody's names or putting anybody's business out there. So let's just say you are driving your bus or you're on your train and you're doing either conducting or your motorman, whatever. You're at your tools and you see an accident happen. What is it that you're supposed to do? And then what is it that you actually do? Because sometimes those are just two different things. So what's the definition of what you're supposed to do?
I know we're told that anything 50 feet, anything within 50 feet of our vision while we're operating on our buses must be reported.
So you report the situation. So now, let's say if what you see happens, it didn't actually happen to you, but it happens to another employee,
A coworker.
a co-worker, another employee. So do you? And let's say the employee or the co-worker doesn't necessarily know what happened, but now you already witnessed this. Now, if you're downstairs, I don't know too much about what happens downstairs, but I'm sure they have cameras down there too, like they have cameras on the bus. And if you're downstairs or wherever, you're in a situation where the camera spots you seeing the situation. I think your only recourse is to actually report it because you may not be directly involved, but you witness the situation. So you have to CYA, cover your ass, right? But do you just write the report and give it to management or supervision, or do you write the report, you give it to your union rep? Do you contact the other employee, or you just write the report, let it go, or you just let it go completely? What is the course of action? I wish I had a union rep here or a union rep watching that can answer that question directly, because you should know what the rules are when something like this happens, so that it doesn't become what it's becoming right now. It's a lot of stuff going on that shouldn't be um, happening. But you know, from that situation, what do you do? What is it that you're supposed to do as an employee? What is it that you're supposed to do morally? What do you, I mean, what exactly do you do? Anybody? You call, you can answer in the comments. Let me know. Me
It,
personally, what I would do if I seen an accident happen and it happens to another employee, a co-worker, and they're not aware of the accident, I definitely have to make that employee or co-worker aware. But I definitely have to write a report. You have to. Because especially now with these cameras around, if you don't write a report, the situation is a lot worse than what it should be. Especially if that person got injured. You don't know if that person's injured because you might be just going about the business and you keep it moving. So you're not going to stand around and find out exactly what happened. But you still have to say, yeah, I might have seen something. I'm not quite sure what it was, but it looked like this and that happened, and that's it. You cover yourself. You don't have to say, yeah, the motherfucker backed up 1, 2 times, hit that motherfucker, and he kept it moving. You ain't got to do all that, but but you have to definitely let that operator or employee know, yo, such and such happened, man. I have to write a G2 or I have to write a two from because I need to cover myself because I witnessed this. But I'm letting you know beforehand. And then it gets resolved, at least for the better part that day. And it doesn't turn into the fiasco which happening now. What do you think?
I don't. It's like a little too hot now.
It's very messy right now, but I
Yeah, it's
just
very
wanted to bring
messy.
it up because
And we have spoken to a couple of individuals, and there seems to be more to this story.
yeah,
So
there's
you
definitely
know,
a lot more to the story than what's being presented.
yeah,
But I don't want to talk about all that. I just want to talk
no,
about what that
but
situation should be done. What should you do in that situation?
I
And
would
what
think
I
I
would
would
do.
go to the the coworker and let him know what I just saw. Make him aware whether or not he made a mistake
Yeah,
out
he
there.
might not be aware, or he or she might not be aware of what happened.
Yeah,
But if you witness this, you
I
I
mean,
think
like let's not even go with the coworkers. You're out there, and usually you see something happen. Uh, a car hits another car, and you see a guy coming out. Basically, you'll be, yo, this car just hit your car, right? you basically say this car just hit your car. You give information, or yo, you just backed up and hit this lady's car. If you dare, it's like it's something that you do. It's natural,
Not
you
me.
know. Huh?
It's not natural for me.
No, well, if it's a friend of yours
If
that they
I'm
backed
outside,
into his
yeah,
car,
I mean, if it's somebody I know, if it's somebody I don't know, and I should just I'm keeping it pushing. I ain't got nothing to do with me. You know,
wow.
but if it's somebody I know or somebody I care about, yeah, I'm gonna get involved. You know, but co-worker shit, this is a little different because now you get a situation where if um that person who didn't even know whatever happened kept it moving, and then the person who saw it don't write a report. Now somebody on the outside calls in and says, "Yo, I just witnessed an accident, and nobody stayed around. Everybody went, and this person is injured and in the hospital. What are you guys going to do?" So now when management gets hear a word of that, and they start doing investigations, everybody's going down. From the person who witnesses to the person that actually had the incident to if union is involved, everybody's going down. Because if nobody reported nothing and then somebody from the outside reports it and they do the investigation and they start pulling cameras and stuff and say, whoa, this guy was here, this guy was here, why this guy?
Yeah, well,
And
this
they
guy
pull
didn't
you in
say
the
anything.
office, where's your G2? Well, we got you on camera right here. What you gonna do? Is that snitching now? Now they pull you in? I don't know, bro. It's a sensitive situation, but
I mean,
it's a
you get put
rough
in that
spot.
spot,
It's a rough spot.
you have to
Your
say something.
livelihood is on the line now. Now, the question that you ask then is, um, you going to take the fall for somebody else? You're going to give up your livelihood for somebody else? I don't know if it's going to get that extreme, but it can, depending on the injuries, depending on the severity of the situation. It can get that extreme. Do you take the fall for somebody else?
Family only, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's the situation now. So, what do you guys think should be done in that situation? You're the guy who witnessed this situation. What do you do? And then on vice versa, you're the guy that had the that actually was involved in the situation, but you had no knowledge of it. You know, it's like who, you know, it's a toss up. Who's wrong? Somebody messed up somewhere, but everybody messed up everywhere. You know, hopefully, I don't know what the real situation is, but I'm just saying, you
Yeah,
know,
it's
I'm just saying as the situation arises, depending on the severity, I think you have to. I mean, they tell you from day one to cover your ass. They tell you from day one cover
CYA.
your ass, and so that's like the number one fundamental rule. If you cool with somebody, you got to make it your best effort to let them know what's going down. If that doesn't happen, then that's some other shit going on. That's some other shit that in the streets be handled a different way.
But comment,
Yeah,
let us know
common
how
sense
you would
too.
handle
Either way,
a situation like that.
either way, there's no right or wrong answers here. It's just it's your opinion on what happened, and we not nobody's names are involved, so this is just a hypothetical situation. But it's very real at the same time. But it's a hypothetical. But it could happen again in the future. So if we could talk
Most
about it
definitely.
now, we could be prepared for it to happen later on down the line. You know, people say, "Oh man, I remember two transmissions talking about this, and we had this big discussion, and
Yeah,
this is what you're
and not
supposed
be
to do."
quick to
Jump on the bandwagon,
jump up and
because
judge people.
the good thing about social media is that um, information can get out. The bad thing is it doesn't matter what kind of information it is; it's just going to get out, whether it's right or wrong. So you have to be able to sift through the stuff to find out what's happening, because there's his truth, there's his story, there's her story, and then there's the truth for everything. So if you're in that situation, what do you do? That's a discussion you can have amongst your peers. Definitely hit us up in the comments, let us know what you think about that. and let's keep the discussion moving. We definitely gonna talk about that on the page, if you like, but not bring people's names in. We ain't about that life right there, no, man.
No, but just sticking to the issue at hand and that kind of situation. That type of situation. This is rougher than we thought it would get through.
Yeah, I mean,
that's because it's still
it's raw, it's still raw, it's still happening. And the thing is that there's people involved that we know and that we're cool with. So it's rougher even more on terms like that, especially when it's somebody that you know you're cool with, and then the politics that gets involved. Yeah, glad I'm home. That gets yeah.
All right, so I guess we've come to the end of our first show for the year.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was
wait a minute. Did you drop the word? You had not dropped the word, right?
I dropped my word. I don't know if they saw it, but I dropped my word.
Wait a minute. So we did it twice?
Yep.
You did one?
I think Rodney got that hat, bro.
No, Rodney got the hat.
Yeah.
But I didn't see when
Shout out to Rodney Prophet. You got that trucker hat, baby.
Rodney, when you hit us up on an email, hit us up. You know, you gotta send us your information. Then put it up here. Your email, and then you let us know whether you want the red or you want the black. All right, bro? And I'll send that ASAP to you. What was it? When did you
wear that hat, dropping your little short butt? Come on.
I mean, he was the first one who logged on.
Yeah,
first one that logged on when we started. I got to tell you, I didn't see when you dropped your word.
Yeah,
I did not. I
think it was during the video. Never mind. I done gave people clues. I ain't giving out no more clues.
You what?
You got to watch it. See where?
Yeah, no. It had to be live. It had to be doing the live show. So you missed it.
Yeah. Vic Tag. Back in the day, we had no knowledge, but now with all these cameras, even on the drivers, is something to think. Yeah, exactly. See, back in the days,
they used to do a lot of shit on the bus.
Yeah, not to my recollection, Now you can't say that because, Vic, if they pull you in the office and they show you looking at the accident and they ask you, where's your G2? What are you going to do? What are you going to say to them?
You're just as guilty.
You're part of the problem now. Especially if that person, I mean, like, you know how sometimes injuries are not right away. Sometimes injuries take a day or two, and then all of a sudden you're really in bad shape. So it might have been where the person got up and walked away or whatever, and then the next thing you know, they got a slip disc, they got a herniated back. They're in deep shit. And because you didn't report it, now they're going to be like, why? Where's your G2? We looking at this accident. Forget about the dude who did it. Now they got you, and you ain't got really nothing to do with that. So now they telling you you're going to get days in the street. If not, we might go after your livelihood. What do you do? It's crazy. It's a bad situation to be in, but it happened. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last. But the problem, what we want to do now is discuss it so that we have a plan in place so that nobody gets,
have a better understanding.
Yeah, just have a better understanding, and nobody gets their livelihoods taken away for something that really shouldn't be that way, but it is. And feelings get involved, and then
All right. So with that, folks, we came to the end of our show. Thank you so much for having joined us.
Yes.
Looks like it went without a hitch, so that's a good thing. Ronnie Prophet,
got that trucker hat for you, boy.
Trucker hat.
Yeah,
all right. Make sure that when you get it, you gotta send a video or picture.
Come on now.
Don't try to win one the next time.
You got one.
We Greek. All right, so I'm gonna let you. Actually, I wanted to play this earlier, but we're gonna end this with this little TikTok, and we will see you next week again. Friday.
Yes.
Let's stick to Friday. Be Friday
Yes.
again next week. Friday at 8.
Yep.
And I don't know what else to say. This is new year for us.
Well, you could end it with what we ended with.
So with that said, I'm Brooklyn Pete,
And I am your boy, Blunt.
and that's the end of our show.
Fuck them if they can't take that joke.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year's, y'all. Peace.
If anything were ever to happen to me, I would want you to get remarried.
Okay.
I was a little fast.
Oh, no, I just want to make you happy.
Okay. Any idea of who you would
Vicky
marry?
Conroy, probably. She works in my office. She's very organized. The kids love her.
Are you guys talking about Vicky?
Yeah.
Mom, she's awesome.
Just so you know, if something were to happen to me,
If something's gonna happen to you, all right?